So I did break into your house the other day, and I was gonna steal your shit, but it's really dirty in there. I had to just leave immediately. I was so grossed out. Speaking of that, I have to clean my area. Today's a vlog of a very, very simple, normal man. Alright. This is just gonna cover the chores I do. Well, the simplified chores I do to have good rest of the hairball work week, because if I don't get these done, everything's gonna go to shit. Except not me, because I am constipated all the time. Send help. No, I'm just kidding. And I have to do these because if I don't, obviously it would just make me more anxious, and that is why it's very simplified. All right, I don't want anybody complaining about, oh my gosh, you didn't scrub your toilet. I actually have to scrub my toilet every time I poop, because poop likes to hang on to the sides. It's so cute. It doesn't want to leave me. God damn it, I always have to say some bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna do simple, what is it called? Simple cleanup. I think it's when I'm super lazy and I just don't want to do a lot. This is the simplified chores I have to do, like as simple as I possibly can. So there you go. I have to put on my cleaning clothes. This is not my cleaning clothes. This is my pooping clothes. No, imagine I wear like specific clothes to poop. So I'm starting off with replacing everything because it's gonna go in the laundry. So I'm removing I do use kitchen towels to dry myself off because I feel like I have more control over it, and I hate when towels touch anything else. And then I just replace the trash cans, but I have to wash my hands because I have to touch clean stuff. I don't want to touch anything dirty to clean because then I kind of made it dirty. I don't know. And then I dry my hands off one more time with that hand towel before I throw it in the laundry bin. But my hands are still considered clean. I don't know. And then I grab the clean ones, I have a body towel, kitchen towel, and then a body kitchen towel for my feet only. That's why they're both on there. And then my new hand towel. Then I'm replacing my washcloths and my makeup wipes, because the clean ones are going to go in that bin once they're done in the laundry. Now it's laundry time. Alright, now it's nail care time. I have to cut my nails before the work week because then I run the risk of breaking them in a very painful way the longer they are. And I hate short nails. I love having long nails, but I also have the habit of picking at my face and scratching everything off, which is not good for your face, so I have to keep them short for that reason. I'm like a parrot who pulls at its own feathers, so I have to basically cut my beak short. And I always start with my left hand cutting my right hand, just because I'm right-handed, and it always feels less weird if my left hand starts doing the actual job. I also have to clean the nail clipper consistently because I'm afraid the loose nails will get underneath my actual nail and then get stuck in there and then cause an infection, and they have to amputate my finger. So that's why I have to keep clearing it. I also do this right before I disinfect all surfaces and before I vacuum, because some of the nails, even though I'm going to like try to throw them in the trash, some of the nail pieces might end up on the floor and I have to vacuum them up. So that's kind of why I do this in a domino effect way, if that makes any sense. And then I'm so lazy that I'm just gonna use an electric file to file my nails so they don't have that rough cut. That's super annoying. And then I do this to all of them. I also did my toenails, but like, who wants to see that shit, you know? So You're just gonna have to believe me. And there's my son, being super cute, as always. Look at him. So cute. Just watching me do all kinds of random shit in my room. I wonder what he thinks I'm doing. Then I will scoop out all the nails, or at least most of them, and then throw them in the trash. And then I can move on to the next chore because there's bound to be one on the floor, and I would just vacuum it up later. That's why it has to be in that order. So then I do laundry, and I'm showing you guys that I put it all away into these bins and separate everything specifically because it helps organize things. I also am a hoarder. If anybody's wondering why I have so many cubes, I am a hoarder. That's why this room doesn't look that clean. I need to get rid of stuff, but it's hard. It's hard for me too. And then I will just do the mirrors, which I hate because I can never get it perfectly clear. I don't know how people do that. And then I disinfect everything. Everything affects everything. So I try to make it in a way that makes sense. It's everything up and then down and then the floors at the end. So I will clean the mirrors first in case there's anything on the mirrors like dust, and then it will fall on the surfaces. I'll disinfect the surfaces like I'm doing now, and everything that's on there, whatever it may be, will fall on the floor, and that is why vacuuming is the last step. So everything is a domino effect, and that is why sometimes I'll be watching cleaning videos and it bothers me when they clean one drawer that's like at the bottom and then they go back up and clean the drawer that's above, and I'm like, that makes no sense to me. Like, why would you do that? I don't know. It's still clean. That's the thing. It's like things are still pretty clean, you know, even if you do it that way, at least you're cleaning it, but it just bothers me. And the problem is you get stuck doing it in a specific sequence, which is my issue, and that is why I'm always stuck doing it in the same sequence. But I don't know. I guess things aren't supposed to be overthought too much. As long as things are cleaned like that. What if the stuff fell onto the other thing? You know what I mean? So even I'm messing up in my own rules. Look how beautiful that creature. I wish I could unzip his fur and just throw it in the washing machine for him. So I will get a paper towel and clean the bathroom with that because I just think it's gross to use, you know, just a microfiber towel or whatever it is. And then I would just throw that away because I feel like the bathroom is really gross. I just do a simple wipe of everything with a disinfectant because this is just as simplified as I can because I'm being really lazy. All right, let me live. No, I'm just kidding. Let a man live. And then I mess with my cat. I bother him. I ask him what he's looking at. And he doesn't care. He can beat me in a fight, let's be honest. Now it's vacuuming time. I don't like to vacuum, but it makes the biggest difference. Like, in my feet. Like, I just feel like my feet feel so much better afterwards.
No, I'm just kidding.
Bedroom doesn't have a closet, so this is where everything goes. It's kind of like an office, getting ready, closet thing. And I do want to make it look better. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And then maybe we can make it a whole video hanging out and trying to do it, like, make something better. For example, the bins, I kind of want to sew inserts and make it all one color or matching. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think because I feel like it could be better. I used vacuum once a week, if not more. Sometimes when somebody visits me, like my sister, I'll vacuum the floors just because I know she likes to sit on the floor. The day somebody that visits me in my room and we're talking and they don't want to sit on the floor, that's going to be very disappointing for me because that means if somebody's willing to sit on your floor that they feel like it's clean, and I do take care of my floor. So I have to keep up with that. I also wash my floors, not as often, you know, with those wet vacuums, just because I don't want to do it too much. But I like keeping it fluffy or like comfortable. If there are stains on my carpet, it's because of I don't know if you guys see the edges with black in my room and the door. I painted everything black, like even the bathroom. I painted them black because I hated the wood color and I did a horrible job. And I also stained some of my carpet, but it's still clean. See, do you see that? It's right there in the edge. But I also vacuum my bathroom just for picking up hair and dust before if I do like a deep clean of the bathroom, at least I don't have to worry about that. And hair, because my hair falls off as soon as I brush it out. It's like falls everywhere, which makes no sense because after this I would do my hair care because I'm doing everything that I need to get done before work, and washing my hair is one of them. I probably should have brushed my hair before I started vacuuming, but I did brush it out right above the trash just so I wouldn't drop it on my clean floors. Once the vacuuming is done, that means all the basic cleaning is also done. As you can see, Adias doesn't care. If he was scared of the vacuum, I would remove him before vacuuming, but he doesn't care. And now I have to do self-care, which is mainly washing my hair. But before I wash it, I have to brush it out. And I hate washing my hair because it gets even heavier, but it has to be done. And my hair gets really shitty when I brush it. It doesn't like to be brushed, but it has to be done. To brush all this out. What a freaking drag. And once that's done, I can wash it. I do it immediately. Like, it's the first thing I do in the shower because I just want it to start getting dry in this microfiber towel because it will take forever to dry. And then I started shaving my mustache because I am a normal man now. So my hair's a little bit dry. I will gather it and then try to split it evenly into two, then braid it. But I might do it over here because it's a little wet still, so I probably should have waited longer to let it dry, but I just don't want it out because it gets it gets tangled really easily. I should probably put something in it. It's a lot. If you have long hair, braids are like your best friend because it kind of prevents the hair from getting tangled. And that's how I'm gonna have it until tomorrow when I start my work day, or my work days. God, my throat is really pissing me off. It's gonna look like shit, but I don't care. Oops. I think my hair's really long enough to be gross, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's just so connected with who I am for as long as I can remember, so it's hard for me to get rid of it. I just don't like the thought of cutting it. Even just trimming it makes me a little bit anxious, just because it's so connected to who I've always been. I think I've only cut my hair maybe 4 times all my life, and that includes trims. Alright, we got one. Now we have to do this one. Okay, I'm doing this side now. My hair is wavy, naturally, but not enough. The problem with my wavy hair is not enough to justify the humidity and the troubles I have with it. It gives me too much trouble for it to be worth the work, you know, of having it wavy. So it's really annoying. It's always been an issue, and the length doesn't help because it's so long. It weighs any possibility of waves completely down, so it just looks like this or worse. And the only way to control it without straightening it to ashes is by having it braided almost 80% of the time. And I don't like the idea of cutting it because it isn't me. I've always been somebody with long hair, and I wouldn't feel like myself if I had it shorter. Now, I also feel like I get attached too easily. So, something that I've had part of me for years is kind of hard to change. And if I keep it braided till it dries completely while it's braided, I can undo the braids and waves won't be so shitty, basically. I'll still be my hair will still look messy because it just doesn't care to follow any sort of rules. So this is as best as we can do. And I made it look a little stupid because, well, I'm not trying. I'm just gonna be in here for... And see, if I don't hold these, they will get into everything, so I look weird. But I also just go like this. The tighter I do the braid, the more it like makes my hair shorter. But my hair is very freaking damaged, so even though I don't really do a lot to it, it's a brat, alright? My hair is a brat. But yeah, that's basically it. The last part is I grab my charged items that I will need, my headphones for work. I can't really use the ones everybody uses, the white ones, because they fall out of my ear, so I have to have like those old dad ones that hang on. And then my Fitbit, I wear it once, I only charge it once a week. I do wear an Apple Watch too because I want both. I am very selfish and spoiled. So I have both of them. But the Apple Watch, or not the Apple Watch, it dies all the time. So I have to have a watch on at all times, and the Fitbit lasts all week, and then you just charge it once, and then you can go again for a whole week. And then I will put it away in my backpack. That's my work backpack. If you guys want to know what's inside, I can do a video of all the stupid shit that I stole from my coworkers. So there you go. And I'm done. I'm ready. If I don't pack that stuff, I will forget it. And then I can just remove all the things I got done and all the schedules that are already like done with, because we're in November now. Everything can be... I ran out of the black marker, so that's why I'm using a purple one. But I can be done and it will be clean now. And if you see my locker combination, congratulations, you can have that locker. I can't get in it, and I haven't been able to for years, so. Alright, that's it. That's all a simple man does for work prep. Unless I forgot something, and I'll hate myself the rest of the week. Adios, no tienes nada que decir. Oh, okay. That's what he has to tell you. And look, I picked up my skin, even though I cut my nails short. It was pointless, ¿verdad, Adios? Dime. Dime. He doesn't want to talk to you. You're not cool enough. That sucks. It really sucks. You know who wants to talk to you?